Hey, what's going on here? Matty Day Trades back at it again with a weekly watch list for you guys. Gonna jump right into it. Expedia kind of been a player we've been watching for some time. When I'm looking, you know, at watch lists, unsustainable rips up, down, PA levels respectively, right? And I kind of noticed this is our area of box of interest on the monthly. Here on the weekly time frame, it's a little easier here. We broke down beautifully on the weekly. Kind of created the supply and demand zone, essentially 140 all the way down to 104. Why I'm loving this name is we kind of broke down, didn't quite get all the way there, retested, now putting in new lows. What I love about this is we have a gap fill here down to 106.95, right under 115.04 it starts. Now we need to beat the prior low at 114, but 114's entry here. And basically, right, when we're looking on the weekly time frame here, what does PA tell you under 115, right? For me, it looks like, again, I'm not going to go down over every candle, but essentially 115 gives 110, right? Under 110 in the gap here, we should get a clean yank to 107, gap fill 106.46, and that's essentially the breakdown of the play. Beautiful falling wedge on the daily breakdown. There's that 115, and the shaded area is gap fill. As you can see over here, there is that. I'm sorry, we gotta. So really, it's. I just have to do it on the weekly here. I'm sorry. So let's see. $113, respectively, something like this is how I would set it up. 115, 113, 111, 108 looks pretty good to me. Basically, if you get that 111, it's basically gap fill city here. This is kind of how I'd have it charted out here, just like this. Play the prior low break, 114, risking this 113, but under 113 is a quick yank, 111.40. That gives you gap fill. Next, we have here BA, which we've kind of been playing nonstop. Travel's been getting hit up, right? Monthly time frame here, BA's got to be careful, right? Basically, 137 gives 122. Under 122, we need this prior low at 116.30. Under that, this thing drains quickly to that 102, 107 retest and breakdown level, right? Under that, we're in trouble. Here's the weekly here. Little bear flag. Really looking to head to this 123 area where it's been getting caught up pretty nicely. And you can see over here, it's a prior box, right? 137 gives 123 on the daily here. Basically, we played this on Thursday, Friday, but you kind of had this breakout here and nothing stopping us to 137. And then we created this head height where we couldn't break out. One time we broke out. I'm sorry. The one time we broke out, right, immediately rejected, broke downtrend, and now it looks like it's gunning for this 123 area. And again, under 123, we need 117 to continue lower, right? Let's see. It kind of looks like we're just beelining down. I don't even. I mean, and if you wanted to play calls here, I would play over 128.70, targeting something like 130 over 130, 132.70 over 132.70, 135, and then that 137. But realistically, break this prior low here, flies down to 125.30, flies down to 123. Like I said, these prior lows at 117 need to really break down for us to really excel. But prior low 125.30, looking for 123, 120, and then that 117 level, right? Kind of flying through here, right? DocuSign, we know ER breakdown, but I mean, we were on Docu here trading at 125, calling shorts. Monthly time frame here, this thing looks like it wants to spit back down to that 58 level. Under 58, 51, not saying that happens. And then under that, of course, 35. Call me crazy until it happens, right? So, what it's crazy, even with ER theme here is this bear flag breakdown, bear flag breakdown, bear flag breakdown. Even with this ER, right? Something, it's crappy, but like something like that, right? You can see I never dropped the top lines, but you can see this bear flag breakdown, right? 66 was the level we had that bounce. We currently broke down here. And again, when you look here, what's PA tell you? Well, it's basically 68, 66, 57, 66, 57, right? Honestly, it's 66 to 50, 66 to 50, 50 to 66. Really, this 57, 87 is that median, but this is my box, really, right? I added this level just for, we have to break here to see here type thing. Um, Daily created that major gap, so, I don't really play calls on Docu, but basically under 64.30, this thing's an absolute leaker, and it can move real fast to 58 and 50 level. Call me crazy, but it's coming. And then to the call side, I would be very careful. I don't even like this, but over 70, I don't think the market bounces this week. But I like to give both views, so there's no visum. Over 70, you need 72. 72 gives 76.70, and then over that, this thing goes back to 80. But literally, I'm only playing bear side on this. 64.30 breakdown, 58.50 comes fast. SQ is one name we've been absolutely clobbering. I think these guys are all going to the shafter. But anyways, so essentially here, right? Well, we don't have PA anywhere. Let's look at prior, right? Prior box here was 83 to 52. Crazy, but that's what you get, right? Again, what I like to do is kind of split it up here. So it seems like, somewhere right at 70 is our median here, or even a little above, right? Somewhere 70, 72, 73. But realistically, this monthly, I'm targeting our prior low at 65, heading for um, 61 and then 52 here. Weekly, it's kind of, again, I never really like to add the top line here, but you got this bear flag here on the weekly time frame. It's kind of just been sell the pops on this crap name. You can see that mid median range I was talking about somewhere, in here, um, which is kind of like right where we were bouncing. But I would just play the breakdown of prior low at, I guess we could just wait for 69.60. If you wanted to get in early, 70.32, risking that 69.60. First target prior low, it's 65.30. Under 65.30 is 64.50 sends us. Under 64.50, this thing flies down to 60 in that 58 level, right? Um, as you can see here, we've been playing this name. It's, again, I don't always like adding the top lines, but, find something, repeat it. Massive bear flag daily breakdown. Again, massive bear flag on the daily breaking down. Broke our prior lows, closed under. Trigger for the downside, like I said, that prior low, targeting our prior low at 65.30. Under that, this thing absolutely floods. This one's been a pretty easy name to play here. We've been absolutely killing it. Sympathy to this name is PayPal, which another one, we killed this one. It's looking, pretty crappy as well. I'm not going to go over this one because it's, no, I didn't want to add this. Another one is Moderna here, right? Really, PA is pretty thin. You can see we're about to break these prior lows, 118, which sends us to 105 on the monthly time frame here. Obviously this weekly breakdown was major. Something like this. Sorry, I don't know. I changed my subscription here on TrendSpider and it changed all my charts, but something like that, right? Major breakdown. Right, these prior, let's just see here. Doom. Something in here. Something up here. Something up there. That's kind of what I really like here. Let's see the daily. Now I got this set up. Yeah, so daily, bear flag here kind of broke down. But you can see here, PA's real thin, right? If like I would play trigger on Moderna here at 124.20, just risking This one 1970 and 122. Only reason I say that is just know your personality, your stocks. Moderna just goes, doesn't look back, right? Under 119, we get 117, and 170 opens the gate to really, 111, 102, 89, right? And yeah, this, as you can see, this name really, right? When I'm trading, it's unsustainable rips and dips, right? This thing looks like it was basing for another move down. NVAX got some news that got yanked. Moderna ran with it, right? We should have been all over puts. I know some people banked on them. But now this daily breakdown, we can expect some bounce, maybe a retest and flood. But look at the PA, right? This thing, it looks like it's in bad news, heading down to back to sub 100s, right? Um, I don't even have DLTR charted, but you know, basically, where is your retest of breakout level, right? We're talking somewhere down at 120. This thing needs to cool off. It came down a little before, but this is where she should be heading is 140. Um, the weekly here, right? There's that real breakdown level. Somewhere in here. Gap down to 116. And when you look at the daily, right, when I say where do bulls and bears need to step in, right, we've caught multi 100-day, 200-day runners from this, right? Look here. When I'm looking at this chart, right, if bulls don't step in, Bears run this thing down. I mean, bad 140, 142, gap fill really at 145, which we're going to see turbulence. But again, this thing's been getting saved out by this 155 level. If this lets loose, this thing's going to really sink. And not to mention, we have that double gap down to 116. This consumer retail is, kind of losing steam here, right? Walmart, Target kind of gave us the recipe. We're just waiting on this name to fall. It's been consolidating here. I think it's ready for a real move down. Um, I personally, it's kind of under the prior lows here. I would wait till 155 breakdown to enter this thing, really risking 154 and 152.85, but under 152.85 gives us the green light. You can look out for that 150 level and then head down to that's that 150, 148, and then gap fill down to 145, 146. I don't like playing, top sides of this name. This is more end of the week lotto idea for me. You're buying cons that were trading at 6, now at 3, 30, 40, right? So, I look to those 5, 6Xers. SE is another name that looks really good, right? It's, again, find theme, and it's, short the pop, short the pop, short the pop. Little bear flag here. We've been over SE before. This thing wants to go right back down to 50, and then trade down somewhere at 40, 30. So we kind of murdered this one as well. But, in terms of our watch list here, let me delete this. It's a daily breakdown, right? We could bounce off 74, see 80. I'll play the reject there. But if this thing breaks down our prior low at 74, it doesn't really have anything stopping us. We have 70.52. We got 68.90, and then we really head straight down to 64.40. I'm playing bearish on this name as well. Let's get a nice move down here to 64. That would be great. That's probably it. I mean, there's so many names that are looking really nice. Bigger time frames. I always mention that. Netflix is one of those names. Thing looks like it wants to head back to 165, 150. I'm not a guy that calls bottoms and tops and when it happens. I just see things and react. That's how I trade. But this weekly bear flag sends us right to 65. PA, again, really thin, right? Well, what does price do? Straight down, straight up. UPSD is another one. This weekly bear flag breakdown here, right? Targeting. If this thing breaks down 34.50, this thing sends 22, it looks like. And this has been a real fun name to play. It was beautiful. I'm actually going to alert this because I really like that setup. But yeah, there's so many different names we can go monthly timeframes on. We did the CCL, we did BA, Expedia. CCL looks, like it's about to die. McDonald's, I think, has some coming down to do here, setting up a pennant, but even goes to retest 232, 228, 220. Car, this thing looks ready for 100, 50 to $100 drop. BNTX setting up a beautiful bear flag, breakout down 110. I love to see that thing down there, but yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope we bank. These usually go great. You know, understand what I'm seeing, bigger time frames, unsustainable up moves, down moves, and you'll be able to create your own watch list before you know it. All right, guys. Take it easy.